Welcome to the Buster Ball Podcast. It's May 15th, 2026, and the Battle of the Bay, or the Battle of the I-80 corridor, is now heating up as the Giants head into West Sacramento to face the Athletics at Sutter Health Park. What's up, Giants and A's fans? Welcome to another episode of the Buster Ball Podcast. I'm your host, Billy B., and we're talking Bay Area bragging rights. Today kicks off a 3-game set. Giants are coming off a weird week. Some signs of life in the bats, but the rotation is looking a bit like a jigsaw puzzle. So, let's see what's going on. Statistically volatile. That's what the Giants are. We're about 40 games into the 26th season, and the Giants are currently sitting on a 94 runs created metric. Overall, which is not so great. It's 22nd in the league. But if you look at the last 7 days, that number has spiked to 114. So it means they're actually making some meaningful contact. We all love contact, and so do the Athletics. They got Nick Kurtz and Shane Langelier absolutely smashing it right now. Langelier has a .265 ISO, which means it's all power. That's isolated power with all the other stuff taken out. But anyway, the A's are really a definition of three outcomes. They have a high SO, a high strike rate, and a team on base average that fluctuates like a crypto chart. So let's take a look at the matchups, because that's where the series will be won. The first game, we got Tyler Mahle and Aaron Cheval. This is going to be a ERA versus strikeout, or a feeling independent pitcher versus a strikeout. McDonald and Severino will be in the second game. That will be a more like a batting average for balls in play and on base average. And Aaron Hauser and Jeffrey Springs will be kind of like a bomb fest. Ground balls versus launch angles. So let's see what we can do here and take a look what we think will happen in game one. So game one will be Mahle versus Savali. And Mahle's coming off an 8 strikeout performance against Pittsburgh, but he gave up 4 earned. His feeling independent pitching is sitting at 3.92. It's at nearly a full run lower than his ERA. So that tells me he's been unlucky with the defense behind him. And Savali, on the other hand, has a spin rate darling with a 4.15 expected feeling independent percentage. So when you're saying if Mahle keeps the ball in the zone, he's going to dominate the A's high whiff lineup, that's probably so. The A's lead the league in chase rate over the last 2 weeks. So if Mahle's splitter is tumbling, he's going to rack up some double-digit strikeouts. So I give the edge to the Giants in game one. Game two will be a great game. It features a young gun Kyle McDonald and Severino. McDonald's is a chaos pitcher. He has a high ISO allowed, but his feeling independent pitching is decent because he misses bats. But he's facing Luis Severino, who's basically a crafty veteran now. His on-base average is 3.337, which means he's giving up loud outs. So I think there's going to be a slugfest here. So lots of guys give up fly balls, and so it's going to be it's going to come down to creating runs with runners in scoring position. So the A's been better at that lately, so the A's got the edge there. And then game three is Hauser and Springs, the rubber match. Adrian Hauser against Jeffrey Springs. It's really a contrast in styles. Hauser's a ground ball king. He's at 52% ground balls this season, and Springs is the lefty ninja with a 31% strikeout rate when he's healthy. So if Hauser can keep the ball on the ground and Langelier can't hit it over the wall, I'm going to have to give that edge to the Giants. So, and the Giants' recent surge in on base average of 334 over the last week suggests they're finally timing up high velocity lefties. So the edge goes to the Giants. So I think the Giants are going to take the series 2 out of 3. Their offense is struggling or trending upwards with weighted runs created, and the A's pitching staff is currently the bottom 5 in left on base percentage. So I think the Giants are going to pull one out, a series victory here, 2-3. So you heard it here on the Buster Ball Podcast. I'm Billy B. Thanks for listening. Go Giants.